Hello peeps, I'm TheGunakinGalaxy and welcome back to another episode of the tutorial series. Now it's been a while since I've done one of these, simply because I ran out of ideas. But today I've made this eagle nest arena thingy and I made bats or bee swarms. It's kind of confusing because it is in fact a bat spawn egg and it actually uses bats to make these bee swarms. And I made these bee swarms because I thought the bats in Minecraft, they just don't do that much. They just fly around for a little bit. It's just kind of annoying. And yeah, I didn't like them that much. So I thought, why not update them a little bit to a little bit of a cooler mob. Still simplistic, not that laggy at all, and just a little bit cooler. So that's why I made bee swarms. So as you can see, when I pop one of these down, you will see it will just spawn a bee swarm going around any direction. And it will just go around randomly because it's actually just a bat that's invisible and has a few particles around them. Now in a second I will show you what how it's done, but right now I'm going to show you what it does, because it doesn't only just fly around for a little bit, else it would be just the same bat as usual, only then in bee version. When I actually get close to him, I get stung by the bees. So as you can see, I should get away from them, and whenever I get close to them, like the front of the bees, like the actual head of the swarm, you can see that I'll get in fact stung if I can actually get close to them, because they don't seem to like me. Let's see. You want to sting me? Come on. I know you want it. Come on down. Yeah, there we go. See, as you can see, whenever I get close to them, I get stung. And yeah, it's just actually it's another hostile mob. So if I would just hop into game mode 1 again and kill the bee swarm, as you can see, I also called the egg bee swarm, so it will actually say in chat killed bee swarm, but that doesn't really matter. We're now going down to see how it's done. So I have a clock set up right here. This is, by the way, the area where I will put the multiple contraptions. If you like this custom mob and you want more of them, make sure to set that in your comment down below, because I haven't made this arena just for one purpose. I would love to make more custom mobs, and if you have any ideas, make sure to set them in your comments down below, and your idea might be featured in the next episode. But coming up at this contraption, it kind of looks like some. It actually doesn't look like anything. Let's just go on. What I've set up here is just a basic clock command, and then you have a very fast clock running right here. The commands will be in the description, by the way, and a download link to this as well. So if you like this and you want this in your world, you can just download it or make your own version of it using the commands and the link in the description down below. So what I've done first is coming up at this command block. It will say /effect, add entity, type is bat, Minecraft invisibility for 1 second, ×1, and true. Now basically what this does, whenever I spawn a bat, it will get invisible for 1 second and ×1, but because it gets repeated insanely fast of this clock, it will just basically stay invisible forever. And the true part behind it is set up there, so you won't see the particles of the bat being invisible. So when I would spawn a bat without the other two command blocks, you will basically see nothing and only hear a few squeaks sometimes. So the second command block right here, we have /execute, add entity, type is bat, particle townaura. Now the townaura particle effect, this one right here, I think it's just basically the same as the depth suspend, the particle you see when you're near bedrock, but I like this one better because I think I'm going to update my texture pack soon with the depth suspend. I would like to have the particles red, and then it's more useful to having this particle effect, since I don't want to have red bees. So it will display the particles a half block above the bat, so it's actually a little bit more accurate, since the particles wouldn't display correctly when I just would spawn in the bed like this, and then it's really hard to kill it, because you can in fact kill the bee swarm as long as you can stay alive before you get killed. But moving on, I have set up 0.21 every time because I like this number 21. Same come back to 73. 7 times 3 is 21. Yes, I have an obsession with 21, and you just have to deal with it. This you can make the bee swarm however big you want, however you like. If I would, for example, say this just simply 1, and this simply 1, and this simply 1, and then the amount of particles to, I don't know, 150. This of course will make it a little bit more laggy because since there's more particles, but as you can see there's a way bigger bee swarm right now, and you can modify this however you want. But I'm gonna real quick set this back to normal, 0.21, 0.21, and last but not least 0.21, and this one 73. Okay, so now that that's done, it's just back to normal again, and it will execute that to the bed. So it will just, as you can see right here, display it like that. Now, last but not least, we have this command block right here, which will actually execute to the entity type as bat. It will affect a player in a radius of 3 with the Minecraft effect wither for 1 second times 3, and of course you can't see the particles on you either. Now, as you might know, as you can see right here, if I get close to the bat, where is the bat? There we go. You can see real quickly that it is in fact wither 4. Why wither 4? Because else you don't get stung a lot, and that's kind of creates a lag of gameplay in this, because it's supposed to be a more dangerous and hostile, extra hostile creature, which might just make it a little bit harder in your Minecraft world. Since when you're wandering in a cave and you see a bat, or in this case a bee swarm, it will just add another hostile mob, which can be a pain in the ass since it's pretty hard to hit. It will just go around anywhere, and you can see I could try and go into game mode 0 and try and kill this bat. Let's hopefully kill him. Ow. Yeah, there we go. We killed him, and as you can see, the bees will slowly disappear and then it's gone. But it's kind of hard to hit these guys. In fact, when you trap them in a corner, it's not that hard. But when they go around all flailing and flying around, you can't see the bat itself, so you don't know where the hitbox is, except when you press, let's spawn in a bat, except when you press F3B, you can see the hitboxes of things. No, that's not the right one. F3H. Okay, I'm getting confused. Anyway, there is a command with F3, which makes you which gives you the ability to see hitboxes around mobs. So let me just check. Yeah, there we go. But especially, so it doesn't even work on invisible mobs. So that even makes it a lot more harder. But anyway, that's pretty much it for this episode, guys. If you have any ideas for the next custom mob, make sure to set it in your comment down below, and it might be implemented in the next episode. And if you have a review for it, make sure to slap the like button if you're big. Also, if you're new to the channel and you want more content, make sure to subscribe as well. And that's pretty much what I want to say. I'm TheGunakinGalaxy, and see you peeps all later. Have a good game, and bye bye.